Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar is dead, and with him Israel has demolished the group's entire top leadership. It was a routine patrol by a unit of a trainee squad that chanced upon a group of Hamas terrorists that included Sinwar. Here's how the Hamas chief was eliminated.
An Israel Defense Forces drone captures a bombed out building in southern Gaza Strip. The first-person view drone that enters the first floor window of the destroyed building. It moves from one room to another. There is only dust and rubble everywhere. And then it stops to focus on 3 red sofas that have turned grey in the aftermath of the Israel attack. On the left, a shadowy figure emerges. Its face is covered. His right hand is resting on the arm of the sofa, but the forearm has been blown off. The man is Yahya Sinwar, the political chief of Hamas. As the drone gets closer, it becomes clear that Sinwar, who has clearly been hit in the shelling, is holding a stick in his hand. As the Israel drone approaches him, he flings it over his head at it. The stick misses its target, but the Israel Defense Forces did not.
Yahya Sinwar hid in the place where our forces were attacking for a long time. We did not know he was there, but we continued to act with determination. Our forces identified 3 terrorists fleeing from house to house, running. The forces who were in the area attacked the terrorist, who split up after being shot at. Yahya Sinwar ran away alone to one of the buildings.
This is how Yahya Sinwar met his end. The operation was reportedly a routine raid that caught Sinwar by chance. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared the score with Sinwar was settled. But this isn't the end of war in Gaza.
Yahya Sinwar is dead. He was killed in Rafah by the brave soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces. While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns our hostages.
The United States applauded the operation, with President Biden personally congratulating Netanyahu.
Now's the time to move on. Move on, move toward a ceasefire in Gaza. Ensure that we move in the direction that we're going to be in a position to make things better for the whole world. It's time for this war to end and bring these hostages home.
The Pentagon clarified that the U.S. played no direct role in the operation, but had provided intelligence and tracking support.
This was an Israeli operation. U.S. forces were not directly involved. We've been sharing information and intelligence in support of hostage recovery efforts and the tracking of these leaders who have been holding hostages, to include Americans. And so, in so much as it's helped to inform Israeli operations in general, writ large, certainly it has played a role.
Iran, a longtime supporter of Hamas, mourned Sinwar's death, hailing the Hamas chief as a martyr. Sinwar, who rose to leadership after the death of Ismail Haniyeh in July, has been a key figure in Hamas's operations, who masterminded and orchestrated the October 7 attack, which ignited the West Asia war. Bureau Report, India Today.
With Yahya Sinwar, Israel has eliminated Hamas and Hezbollah's top leadership, all within a span of just 3 months. But what happens next in the West Asia conflict? Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has already warned that the war will go on. Will Israel now turn its attention on attacking Iran?
Yahya Sinwar, the man who orchestrated the October 7 Hamas attacks that killed over 1,200 Israelis, is now dead. Israeli military made the announcement with a short message on X, eliminated Yahya Sinwar. According to Israeli military, the IDF carried out an operation in Gaza where they eliminated 3 terrorists, including Yahya Sinwar. Sinwar was appointed as the political chief of Hamas after Israel eliminated Ismail Haniyeh in the Iranian capital on October 31st. Just a day later, on August 1, the IDF made an announcement that Hamas's top military commander, Mohammad Deif, was also killed in an Israeli air raid in southern Gaza on July 13. After eliminating the top two leaders of Hamas, Israel shifted its focus on demolishing Hezbollah next. On September 27, Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah was killed after Israel launched an airstrike on Hezbollah headquarters in Beirut. On October 3, Israel bombarded southern suburbs of Beirut, and since then Hezbollah lost contact with Safeddin. On October 8, Israel claimed that Hezbollah was now leaderless and Safeddin was likely eliminated in their strikes.
חיזבאללה זה ארגון בלי ראש. נסראללה חוסל, גם מחליפו כנראה חוסל, גם כל הצמרת. עקיל, מוחסן, קרקי וגם כל מה שמתחת. דבר הזה יש השפעה דרמטית קודם כל על כל מה שקורה. אין מי שיקבל החלטות, אין מי שיפעל.
All these high-profile killings were executed by Israel in the last 3 months.
חיסולו הוא ציון דרך חשוב בשקיעת שלטון הרשע של החמאס. ואני מבקש לומר שוב, בצורה הכי ברורה, החמאס לא ישלוט יותר בעזה. היום שוב הבהרנו מה קורה לאלה שפוגעים בנו. היום שוב הראינו לעולם את ניצחון הטוב על הרע. אבל המלחמה יקיריי, טרם הסתיימה. והיא קשה, והיא גובה מאיתנו מחירים כבדים.
These killings give a major boost to Israel military and Benjamin Netanyahu, who are expected to launch a response to Iran's October 1st missile attack soon. Bureau Report, India Today.